She is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best rare in the Godforge Alpha Caverns experience, and if you're still sleeping on her, you probably won't after this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello everyone, Rachel here, back with another Godforge video, and this is going to be my first champion highlight vid, if you will, on who I believe is the best rare in the Alpha Caverns experience. And no, she is not a damage dealer. We are talking about the winter wonderland that is Skadi, the Frostborn Huntress. She is an eternal disruptor and a fantastic control unit. I've relied heavily on Skadi to not only clear certain boss waves, but also in the final sort of 10 floors of the cavern, I did utilise her heavily. So, what does she do? Let's take a look at her kit quickly. She attacks one enemy 2 times on the basic, and each hit has a 25% chance to place the freeze on a target. If the target is under freeze, she will place initiative down. Now this is upgraded, it is 15 base, 25%. It seems quite low, but actually if you pair her with sort of an Aphrodite or someone who gives follow-up attacks, the consistency here is actually very high, especially if you build her right. The core ability attacks 3 random enemies, which normally I wouldn't like, but in this instance, and especially boss fights, it's very good. Each hit has a 50% chance to freeze on each target for 1 turn. Increases her accuracy by 5% each time a freeze debuff is placed by this ability, stacking up to 10 times. So you can get 50% increased accuracy as well. So you could, in theory, have a lower accuracy to begin with, knowing that you're going to get another 50. But the caveat to that is you need accuracy to land it in the first place, so just bear that in mind when you're building her. And then the ultimate, she attacks all enemies with an 85% chance to place speed down. If the target is under freeze, places a speed down 2. And she gains 50 divinity when a freeze is placed on an ally or an enemy. So you can see what she's all about, right? It's all about slowing the enemy down, making them miss their turns, and yeah, just generally being a nuisance. Her passive, when attacking enemies under freeze, reduces the divinity by 10% and increases hers by 10%. So this is very nice. Obviously, a lot of these are coming from the awakenings, such as the increasing in her divinity and the increasing of her accuracy. But she is a rare unit. It's very easy to get to this point as well. And of course, as mentioned, we do have her skills fully upgraded. Now the passive I went for I'll come on to in a sec. Now we look at the gear. So you don't really care to build her for damage, right? Even though her abilities do scale off of attack percentage, as you can see, you're not building her for damage, you're building her for control. So you want lots of speed, lots of accuracy, which you can see I have here. 178 speed. Most of the floors around 150, 160 will see you right. So I'm well over that threshold. And at the bottom we have 220 accuracy. I do not want to miss a beat. I want to land at these freezes as often as possible. I've just gone for Bear and Kraken just to increase her survivability stats as she takes turns, and she will be taking a lot of them. And right now we've just got this weapon on really for the accuracy and the stacking of the divinity right there. If I probably would go with something like this to get the speed down early, but I've been using her in boss fights and things like that, which is why we have this weapon. So that is Skadi. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to just take her into a few different areas of the game and just show you what she's all about. So here we are, we've come to the infamous floor 139. Normally with my Zeus and things I can get through this just fine. We have not brought Zeus in today. I'm going to see what impact Skadi brings in controlling it. So I'm hoping it goes well. So as you can see from the team, I finally, whilst farming 70 overnight, managed to get a Cuckoo, Quetzalcoatl, to bring us some speed so we can keep cycling and rotating. And we've got Lady Shock as well. She's level 60. Just bear that in mind. Right, so let's take it away. We'll boost our turn meter. We'll use Aphrodite's ability on Skadi. And then we will attempt to freeze the first one, which we did get. 3 hit at random, 50% chance to land freeze. We do get another one there, which is lovely. So Lady Jacques can come in and she won't get clapped back too hard there. Skadi again. Misses it this time. Ooh. What about this time round? Got it that time round. There we go. So it is only a 25% chance, but it happens often enough that generally you're okay. We'll place the freeze down. We'll buff everyone up. I'm not actually going to use the ultimate here because we do want to show Skadi off. So we're going to see, right, this is what we're dealing with. We're going to have the ultimate come out here. So we're actually going to just knock back that turn meter just enough. Obviously she gained it right back, but that's okay. We will boost everyone here. Give us some speed. And we don't have the initiative on anyone, so we're not going to get the follow-up. But we do get enough turn meter to freeze Guan Yu to stop a little bit of pain coming at us there. We'll have Lady Jacques kill that guy. We'll have heal. Whoops, should have placed that on ourselves. And we'll go for another freeze over here. And let Lady Jacques finish him. Guan Yu still frozen. And we just control our way through it. Skadi will come back in again. Didn't get it that time. But again, 25% chance. You're going to miss a few. But we've landed it often enough that it is what has carried us through a lot of these later floors. We'll just do that. Push our divinity meter up again. Still not going to use Lady Jacques' ultimate. And then we'll come back here. And again, we'll just try and control our way through it. So we get one there. We missed it that time, so we'll have our Lady Jacques kill that one. We know that the Draculas will just use their core abilities first, so we can just not worry about them. And yeah, say, not breaking any land speed records, but we're getting through it. All right, and that is the main thing. We'll replace the speed down, because we're landing so many freezes that it is coming back fairly often. There is another one. Didn't land it that time on that Drac. So we'll come over here and hit him first. So we got 220 speed on my Quetzalcoatl. You saw the Skadi build, so we're moving often enough, just in turn meters, that we can start lapping people and getting our core abilities back, which is fantastic. So we'll come over here again, get another freeze. So hopefully this is giving you sort of a good showcase on the power that Skadi can provide. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. We'll boost divinity meter, and then Cuckoo will use his, placing 3 buffs on us, which will bring Aphrodite back round soon. And yeah, this is basically it. And this is what I did to climb a lot of the floors to get these done. Landing another freeze. Don't get the petrify, but that's okay, because we'll get another freeze there. We'll have Jacques trigger his passive. And we'll just see it out with the control. So what we'll do is I'm going to take a clip from a video that's due to come out in 2 days' time, showing my original Fafnir 90 run, and then I'm going to show a screenshot at the end as well to show an all-rare version of Fafnir 90 with Skadi in it. You'll notice he's no longer immune to control effects like freeze. And this is how we're going to see out the rest of this fight. We are just simply going to put lots of debuffs on him, keep him frozen, and see it through to the end here. At this stage now, I can buff up my Lady Jacques just to try and get lots and bleeds out there. And in the meantime, Skadi's going to try and keep him frozen. Now, this is not 100% sort of foolproof. There is some sort of hit and miss here, but with a bit of luck we can keep it up, and if you are able to do that, it is GG. There we go, we've got it again. But say, no guarantees. You do need a lot of accuracy for this to make sure you land that. I don't know if I have enough, if I'm being real with you, which is why it might fall off. But I'm going to try my best to keep it up for as long as we can, all the while reducing his divinity. Going to place decreased speed once again. And yeah, I'm now actually going to place my follow-up attack on Skadi just for more opportunities to land that freeze. Now we are coming to the end of the run here. One thing I will admit, we are not breaking any land speed records, but we are getting it done, and this is the thing that's a major stumbling block for a lot of people. Dragon dead, no core ability use on Heimdall, and we've just been recycling that Skadi ability here. So there we are, that was the sort of the Fafnir 90 run, and showing again that if you can survive that first ultimate from Fafnir, you can just control out the rest of the fight in that second phase. And that's, say, essentially what I did to get through it the first time. Now I did have Heimdall there, but I just want to show you an all-rare run where you don't need Heimdall or Aphrodite. Shishi is key for that fight. We will have another video on him at some point, but Skadi really getting us through it. And as you can see from this screenshot, all rare team, we're using Tristane for the shields instead of Heimdall. Not particularly fast, but you can get through it as well using simply just rares. So there you go, that is Skadi. In a podcast, Dirk said he thought she was a legendary looking at her kit. I do believe she is a legendary in a rare skin, and you should definitely not sleep on her. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't show you, to be fair, the imprint on the weapon. When an ally or an enemy activates their ultimate ability, she has a 50% chance to gain her own divinity. So with your own team, you can come back to that speed down, which can be clutch as well in some of the waves. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, look after yourselves, work hard, but as always, play harder, and I will see you in another one soon. Cheers.